So one of the absolute biggest names in crypto just made a huge move. OKX has officially launched its new blockchain, X-Layer. And believe me, it's a fundamental shift in their entire strategy. So let's unpack what this really means for the crypto landscape, and more importantly, what it means for you.
And when I say a shift, I'm not kidding. We're not just talking about a fresh coat of paint here. They've basically ripped out the old foundation and started completely over. This isn't just some minor update. It's a total strategic reset.
But the real question is, why should you care, right? Well, over the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly what this X-Layer thing is, why its new economics could be a serious game changer, and of course, how you can get in on the action.
Okay, first things first, let's get into the what. So OKX is calling this the PP upgrade, and it's all about one thing: throwing out their old system, OKTChain, and bringing in the brand new, much more powerful X-Layer.
And the difference is, well, it's night and day. I mean, we're talking about going from this kind of clunky legacy chain that couldn't really scale to a super high-performance network that is now the absolute core of their entire future. This is a complete overhaul.
Now, the engine behind all this new power is Polygon CDK, their chain development kit. The easiest way to think about it is like a toolkit for building your own super-fast highway that runs right alongside the main Ethereum road. It makes things way cheaper and faster, but you still get to use all the on-ramps and off-ramps to that massive Ethereum ecosystem.
So what does that get you? How about over 5,000 transactions per second? That's a massive leap in performance, right? It's built to handle huge amounts of traffic without getting all clogged up like we've seen happen so many times with older chains.
Oh, and it gets even better. For you, the user, transactions are dirt cheap. We're talking practically zero gas fees. And for developers, it's fully compatible with Ethereum, which is a huge deal. It means all the existing apps and tools can just slide right over to X-Layer with almost no hassle. Okay, so the tech is impressive, for sure. But that's only half the story. The real game changer here, the part that could really shake up the market, is what they've done with the economics of their token, OKB. To kick off this whole new era, OKX did something pretty wild. They took over 65 million of their OKB tokens and just burned them. And when I say burned, I mean they are gone. Poof! Forever. And that, of course, has a huge impact on the total supply.
And the result of that massive burn? Well, now the total supply of OKB is capped, hard capped at just 21 million. Now, if that number sounds familiar, it should. It introduces that powerful element of scarcity that made Bitcoin so famous.
And let's be super clear about this. This isn't some company policy they can just walk back later. Nope. The smart contract itself, the actual code, now physically blocks anyone, even them, from creating more tokens. This scarcity isn't just a promise, it's literally coded into the protocol's DNA. And to really hammer home that this is a one-way street, OKX has laid out a crystal clear end-of-life plan for the old chain. Trading for the old OKT token is ending. And by the start of 2026, the plug is pulled on the old chain completely. It's a clean break, no looking back.
So yeah, this just proves that X-Layer isn't some little side experiment. It's being woven right into the very fabric of the entire OKX ecosystem. We're talking their wallet, their exchanges, and even their payment system. It's the new foundation for everything.
All right, so we've got this powerful new chain, we've got these killer economics. That's awesome. But it brings up a new question for traders, right? How do you actually navigate this brand new frontier and find an edge?
I mean, a shiny new chain is great and all, but it's pretty useless if you don't have the right tools to get on it and use it. And, with any new frontier, being one of the first ones there with the right gear, that's everything.
And that's where a platform like Aave.ai comes in. They were the very first to offer full support for X-Layer. And when I say full support, I mean they've got you covered everywhere. Whether you're doing deep dives on your desktop, trading on your phone, or even sniping new coin launches instantly with their Telegram bots.
But look, just getting access is step one. The real challenge on a new chain is sifting through all the noise, all the new projects to find the real opportunities. And that's where having an AI-powered approach becomes, well, pretty much essential. Because let's be honest, right? Whenever a hot new chain launches, it's a total flood. You get a mix of really promising projects, but you also get a ton of, well, junk and potential scams. So how in the world do you tell the difference when everything is moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour?
This is exactly why having AI do the heavy lifting is such a game changer. Instead of just guessing, tools like Aave.ai can automatically screen new tokens for red flags, they can track where the smart money is flowing, and they can even spot new trends and narratives before they blow up online. It's all about turning that chaos into a clear, actionable signal. And what's really crucial here is that you're not just looking at XLayer in a bubble. By pulling in data from over 130 other chains and hundreds of exchanges, you get the whole picture. You can see how that new token on XLayer is actually doing compared to the entire crypto market.
Okay, so let's recap. We have this powerhouse new infrastructure. We've got the tools to navigate it. The big question now is, what's coming next? What kind of cool stuff should we actually expect to see pop up on XLayer?
Well, it looks like there are 3 big waves we should be watching for. First, you're going to see a lot of existing DeFi projects rebuild on this faster, cheaper foundation. Second, keep an eye out for real-world assets, things like tokenized real estate or bonds, which need exactly this kind of scale to work. And of course, you're going to see the fast movers, the AI coins, the gaming tokens, and the memes, because they always launch first on these nimble, low-cost networks.
So if you want the simplest way to think about all this, it's like this. OKX with XLayer has just built a brand new world-class stage. But a stage is just an empty platform, right? The show, the utility, that comes from the tools that let traders like you actually get on that stage and make things happen.
Which brings us to one last big picture question. You've got these deflationary economics, you've got this incredibly powerful new infrastructure, and now you have AI-driven tools to make sense of it all. So, are we looking at the start of a whole new, smarter era of crypto trading? That's the billion-dollar question, isn't it?